What's up? What's up? Be connect. Turn that mess off. How we feeling, people? What's good? What's new? How's life? How are things treating you? Welcome to Checkpoint Church, church for nerds, geeks, and gamers. I'm Nerd Pastor Nate, really the pastor here of this community for nerds, geeks, and gamers. Glad that you're here. Welcome in. Welcome to stream. Let me turn this light up. I feel like I'm a little dark. It's better. A little yellow now. It'll be fine. It's fine. Folks, we got so much to do today. We got so much to do today. Calais. We are jam-packed with news and things going on. We've got things to unbox. Yeah, is that on YouTube? I'm aware. Here's the thing, y'all. We are new to live streaming on YouTube, and it's not very often that I praise YouTube and poo-poo on Twitch. Oh, no, opposite. I always do that. It's very often that I praise YouTube and poo-poo on Twitch. Twitch, way better OBS integration. Just so much better. Just so dramatically better. YouTube's live dashboard is a nightmare. And I can't change it. There's nothing I can do about it now, I'm afraid, DGC. The only thing I can do is end stream and start it up again on YouTube, which I don't want to do because I already had to do it once because it auto-magically converted me over to unlisted for whatever reason. And so I was live for like 5 minutes and wasn't showing that I was live. So, Unfortunately, our thumbnail will just be erroneous. Nothing I can do about that until the stream is over. We shall see. I have a hunch that just like last week where the live stream on YouTube was live for like 18 hours, that'll happen again today. We'll see. Yeah, so all of that will have to happen, but I will admit that's on me. I did forget to change the details until 5 minutes before stream because I'm not used to that, because I can change everything for Twitch here on the dashboard on OBS, which is just uber convenient. But the fact that kind of like magic doesn't work on YouTube is a bit irritating. So that's where we are. But I appreciate the heads up. I did know. DB, welcome in. Congratulations on snagging first. Snowing where I am right now, which is weird because it doesn't really snow here. Yeah, it is a weird season for sure. I'm very jealous of all of you snow people. We don't normally get snow either, but everybody around us is getting snow, and I'm very jealous. Very, very jealous. Not happy about it. So today, we have the latest round of disc plates to open. We have 2 Manga Spice Cafe boxes to open. We have a 5 minutes of a Let's Play to watch. We have a 2 big announcements that are new, and then we have 2 announcements from the weekend that are not as new. I'm telling you, we got so much to talk about. So much has happened. So much exciting things going on, and it's a lot. Should trade places. I don't really care for the snow. I love the snow. I also really love the snow for my kiddos. I want them to get to experience snow. And so that is definitely the bigger aspect of it, I think. What does this little goal button do? Oh, I can make like a Super Chats goal on YouTube. That's kind of fun. I think I will end up liking the UI for YouTube. But for now, I'm just not a big fan of the monotony of some of it. I got a ton of snow where I live, so much so that my church got canceled yesterday. My grandma couldn't go into work today. Yes, I've heard of a lot of schools canceling, churches canceling, all of that. It's been a lot. I did remember to record today, so that's good. That's good news. We love that. We love that. We love when we remember to do things like that. So officially, we are recording. We are doing all of the things. We just got there's just a lot to do, you guys. There's just a lot to do. Which, speaking of that, I did just post something in the Discord to level 2 folks that I think I've already going to change. Because I'm worried I'm putting the cart before the horse. I want to check my calendar one more time. That just feels so far away. I think we just need to do it. I think we just need to do it. Our big announcement for today, I think we just need to do it. It might be foolish. It might be overwhelming. It might be a bad call. But hey, look, we're allowed to make those, right? Cold and snow is so rare here that so many places close just for being slightly colder than average. That's no good. I'm in North Carolina, and I do know that vibe. We definitely are a part of the... we're a part of the population that freaks out whenever anything happens. Try and get a little bit better. Too far. Yeah, nice. Well, I say let's get right into it. Get right into some of the announcements. The first thing I'll do is I'm going to see if there's anything on One Stop Pop-Up that needs to be shared today. So the One Stop Pop-Up is now going to start being delivered after this stream, so you still have some time. Yeah, let's go through it. Okay, so I think it's this one. No. Well, that's not very nice. Okay, close enough. All right, so we're going to go through some of the announcements for this week, some of the things that we have going on in the wonderful world of the One Stop Pop-Up. I guess I could make myself larger for this one since I have more room with this particular text layout. I also need to make this below the chat. Okay. So some of the things that we have going on this week. First off, as always, our One Stop Pop-Up will have a poll. Our poll for last week was New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and everybody chose New Year's Day. This week's is going to be Jedi or Sith. So whenever the email releases, be sure to click on that and make your vote for Jedi or Sith. The Kickoff live stream is going to be posted here, so now people can engage with this piece of content as a part of the experience as it is. Now we're going to talk about some of the things that are new this week, some of the exciting announcements that happened over the weekend. The first one is that the video that we filmed last week, some of you may remember, did officially launch. So we have launched an Indiegogo campaign. Our Nerdy Sermons are entering into a new era of funding, and so we're going to be looking at that here in just a moment, setting up a Stream Elements auto pull so we can get that set up, and then also just doing the general work that we need to do to get all that done. So let's go ahead and watch the video of that announcement. Hopefully, it will be easy to find. I'm not holding my breath. I will need to get these ready in the future. What would I have called it? Did I hide it somewhere? That's very weird. I can't find it. What? I know where it should be. What would the file have been called? Is this it? Let's see. Hi, friends. So absurdly large. Hi, friends. I am Nerd Pastor. Is that what I was wearing last week? That's it. That's the one. All right. The jump scare will unfortunately happen again, I'm afraid. Let me see if I can... That's probably a more responsible decibel level. All right. Me. Okay. So with that, we're actually going to go into this next segment, which is going to be talking about the Indiegogo campaign. For those of you that are curious or missed the video, this is what it looks like. Let's enjoy this quick watch together. Just a quick 3 minutes of an ad for our Indiegogo launching campaign before we actually look at that, take a deeper dive, a deeper gander into what we're talking about here. Okay, cool. We're going to go and pause Spoofy. Everybody say bye, Spoofy. And then we're going to mute me so that nothing comes through my microphone source, and enjoy this video. Hi, friends. I am Nerd Pastor Nate, and I'm... have a deeper gander into what we're talking about here, okay? Cool. We're going to go and pause Spoofy. Everybody say bye, Spoofy. Then we're going to mute me so that nothing comes through my microphone source, and enjoy this video. Hi, friends. I am Nerd Pastor Nate, and I'm... things differently. We are Nerd Pastor Nate, and I'm so excited to share something incredibly important to me and the community here at Checkpoint Church. For years, we've been creating these things called nerdy sermons. These are messages that connect faith with the fandoms that we love. These sermons have reached nerds, geeks, and gamers, digital natives who feel disconnected from traditional church spaces. But here is the thing. This is a ministry, and in order to do ministry, we might need to do things differently. We are launching the next season of Nerdy Sermons, a curated seasonal format of these that is going to allow us to focus on creating more meaningful, more high-quality content. But the difference is that to make this dream a reality, we need your help. We are launching an Indiegogo campaign that isn't just about asking for money, it's an invitation in joining us in building something special. Your support is going to help fund professional editing and productions to make every nerdy sermon shine. You're going to be helping us cover marketing and operational costs so that we can reach more people with these messages. You're going to ensure that Checkpoint Church as a community remains as a safe and welcoming space for nerds, geeks, and gamers everywhere. To do this and to encourage you to support this, we put together some awesome perks to thank you for being a part of this mission. We have 3 tiers. If you're a tier 1 supporter, that's going to be a $25 donation. You're going to get a personalized digital thank you card, your name in the credits, and also full access to our Jesus Loves Nerds Bible study over on Substack. We will need your email. We'll sign you up and you'll be able to have access to all of those, which is every nerdy sermon since we launched that program. If you're a tier 2 supporter, which is a $50 donation, you're going to get everything from tier 1. And then you're also going to be getting some behind the scenes content and a gift subscription to give out to Jesus Loves Nerds for a friend. So if you have somebody that you think could benefit from those Bible studies, then you can give out a subscription there. And if you are a tier 3 supporter, that is a $100 donation. You're going to get everything from those previous tiers. Plus, you'll get a video thank you from me and a chance to be a liturgist or outro reader in a sermon. That means you'll be able to read our scripture, send in a video, and be a part of the sermon yourself. Your support will make a real difference. Over the years, we have seen lives changed by these sermons. You can take a second and go to the Has Been Hotel video, scroll through those comments, and see the people that are feeling seen for the first time. People are rediscovering their faith. They're finding community. They are feeling seen. Your contribution to this campaign is going to ensure that this life-changing work can continue. If you can't contribute financially, that is okay. Share this campaign with your friends, your family, fellow fans of nerdy sermons that can help us make an incredible impact as well. Thank you for believing in this mission. Let's make this next season of Nerdy Sermons unforgettable. Click that link, check out the perks, and join us in leveling up faith together. Okay, there we go. So that is our announcement video for the Leveling Up Our Faith Nerdy Sermon crowdfunding source. So we're going to look at that real quickly, probably pull up another file. We're going to do this one probably, I think. Let's try it. Nice. Yeah, that one looks fine. So we're going to put this one away. So this is what that looks like if you log into our Indiegogo or go to the link. If you want to access this link at any time for the next month or so, exclamation point fund in the chat over on Twitch will bring that site to you. But this is going to be what that looks like. So we are trying to raise $10,000, as you can see here by that number. That is where we're at so far. We've raised $425 out of our $10,000 goal so far. We're going to be giving updates every week here on the Kickoff. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be probably watching that video a couple times, maybe watching other videos of announcements and things as things come out. This is how you're going to be able to claim those 3 tiers. So the tiers that I mentioned in the video, 25, 50, and 100, or if you just want to make a separate contribution, maybe the $100 tier is not enough for you. You want to support more, or maybe the $25 tier is too much for you and you want to support less. Regardless of where you might fall on that spectrum, this is how you can provide a contribution outside of our perks that we have laid out. If you want to read more about the story and what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing this, why this is necessary for the ministry that we've got going on, you can click here. We've got some links and some things for you to read. We've got some information about where the funding is actually going to be going, how we're breaking down the various prices to raise up that 10K for a season of this show. We tell a little bit of our story. It was pretty fascinating to me. I did the math on our analytics and realized that in total impressions that we made over on YouTube. So this is however many people actually had us come through their feed on YouTube, was 4.6 million people. And so I am shouting that to the moon because I just think that's incredible, that we have shared this message of radical love and welcome for nerds, geeks, and gamers to 4.6 million people's feeds. That is pretty incredible. Now, obviously, we don't have 4.6 million views, but we do have that many impressions. We've been in that many people's feeds, and I think that that is simply a hallmark to the work that we are doing and to the work that the Spirit is doing in this space. No real risks or challenges. We listed that, but we really don't have any. In fact, we are so confident that this project is going to be what it's going to be that we're going to make it anyway. We just need your help and support to keep Checkpoint going. This season of Nerdy Sermons are not really at risk, but future seasons might be if we don't get the funding that we need to sustain this ministry. So this is not really so much of a like punishment thing. We're not saying like, if you don't support us, instead it's like hey, look, this thing takes money and we need help. And so this is an ask for help, an opportunity to partner and say, I believe in this thing, and to help us support it. So that is what this looks like and why this exists. And then we also have, of course, the other ways to support. I would, of course, encourage folks to click that beautiful share button there, right underneath Pick Your Perk. Share on your Facebook feeds, X feeds, Twitter feeds, Blue Sky feeds, on your YouTube channel posts. Share it everywhere, anywhere, all the places. Get it out to your families, your grandma who is looking for a place to throw a couple of dollars, wherever it may be. Whoever you want to send this to, that is what I'm going to ask of you, and I hope you will consider doing so. Okay, with that, we'll go into our next little bit. We're going to watch another video. But first, we have to get there. So let's do this and talk a little bit about it. Boink. So the next bit of news for this week is our January DLC theme has been announced. It's happening this Sunday, and it is going to be with Reverend Derek White, who's going to be joining us to talk about tabletop role-playing games and then ethics around the table. So if you don't know Derek's a great guy. We've had him on the... We had him on the Nerds of Prey, one of our podcasts we did in our first year. He's been around on streams. He's been around our circles. He has tuned into stuff before. He did our Dungeons and Dragons and the Satanic Panic documentary that we showed at Checkpoint on our Discord server. He has been involved in Checkpoint since the very beginning and was one of the mentors that I turned to in the very, very OG days of what we're doing here. So if you want to know more about what he thinks about tabletop games, then join us for a DLC conversation this Sunday, January 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, we'll be taking communion at 9. And I always say, if you can only join us for communion, that is okay. However, I do think that if it's a DLC, I still mean that. I still do believe that you should only show up for that if you can. But it is a little rude to only show up to the DLC speakers little bits. So I think unless you just have a truly legitimate reason you cannot be there, you should try and RSVP and make this one a priority because of the fact that we are bringing in a speaker and we want to respect their time and the experience that they are bringing to us. So with that, let's watch a quick video on this and announcing this. Now this one surely will be easier to find. Oh, will it? Because I didn't label it. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Clearly, what we've learned already is we need to do better at labeling. I think that is not the right one. Was it? Okay, good. It is muted. It is the right one. Yay! All right. Well then, with that, I'm going to mute myself and try to remember to actually mute myself this time and give you guys a little look at what Derek has in store for our DLC. Gamers, are you ready to level up your conversations? Checkpoint Church is thrilled to invite you to our next DLC, our Difficult Life Conversation, on January 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This time we are going beyond the dice with a very special guest, Reverend Derek White, also known as the Geek Preacher.
What do we do in these groups? Well, we play games like Dungeons and Dragons. We have a good time. We eat a lot of snacks. But because of what I do is I also use it as a way to talk about spirituality.
Derek is a trailblazer in bringing faith into the world of tabletop role-playing games. Whether you're a seasoned dungeon master or someone just curious about TTRPGs, this event will inspire and challenge you. You'll hear about exciting projects like D&D or Dungeons, Dragons, and Discipleship, Dark Space, his role as a gaming chaplain, showing us how games can be a powerful tool for ministry. That's not all. Derek will also be sharing insights from his work with local churches and how gaming can build deeper community connections. Whether you're a part of a church group, a community leader, or just love a good story, this is your chance to learn from one of the best in the field. Let's explore together how gaming can transform our understanding of discipleship and create spaces for connection and growth. Join us on January 12th. Let's roll for initiative, friends. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to hear from Reverend Derek White and explore how faith and gaming can come together. Head over to our Discord server and RSVP under the events tab so that we know that you'll be there. We'll see you then. There you go. So there is a little peek into what we've got going on for DLC this weekend. Hope that you'll be able to join us for that. And of course, here on the calendars section, that is also something we're talking about. So be sure to keep an eye out for Derek on January 12th here. Also take note that I am gone for the week of the 20th. I will be out of town in San Francisco on a work trip with the Fidgetal Fellows. So looking forward to that trip. Taking some time with my wife as well to take a little vacation in between the times. So we're looking forward to that quite a bit. And then we'll have an announcement in just a moment about Twig returning on the 30th. So that will happen here any moment. This is our usuals section. This is where I usually talk about the schedule for this week. So today, obviously, the kickoff. Tomorrow, we are having level 2 debrief at noon, our usual time. Wednesday, we should be back with lunch on Discord at noon. And then this Sunday, we'll have DLC at 8 p.m. Of course, if you're ever curious about any of our important things that we have going on here at Checkpoint, or if you're looking for a space for all of our links to be housed, this is the space to find them. If you're curious about becoming a level 2, these are people that have let me know that they want to serve this community. It doesn't mean that you're ready to serve a Bible study. It doesn't mean that you're expected to be some perfect person or that you're ready to explore the pastorate. Nothing like that. If you're just interested in serving Checkpoint to moving on from being a consumer like we are everything else on the internet, then that is what level 2 is. You can click that link, fill out that form, let me know that you're interested, and you can get access to the conversations that we're having as we plan things, as we create this space, and as we serve nerds, geeks, and gamers. If you want to support us financially, you can click on that support CPC button or !give in the chat on Twitch, or down below in our YouTube description, wherever you might be watching this. You can access in some way, shape, or form, I guarantee it. You can access what we're doing and what we've got going on. So you can give at that. We can also set up a recurring tithe. So if you want to set up a one-time giving donation, you can do that. But if you want to set one out to come out on the 1st of every month or every Sunday or what have you, you can also do that using that site. And then Linktree will take you to all of our various social media accounts. So you can click on that Linktree. It'll take you to everything that we've got. A financial update. This is where we landed in the month of December based off of our budget. Our budget reports that we need $11,196.66 per month, and the amount that we received in December was $7,837.51 at about 70% of our budget. Now that does look a little bit inflated for this month because of the fact that we had 2 large donations that were making up for our NCMS grants and scholarships. So beware of that. And then as far as our content for this week, we had a lot that happened this week. We had our Omori 4th episode of our Let's Play come out. We also did our first demo playthrough, our first Demondays over on our Crit Point channel. We played the game Until Then. We're going to be watching about 5 minutes of that here in just a moment. And then, of course, we announced our DLC guest, the video you just watched, and we announced our Indiegogo campaign, the video you watched before that one. So with that and without further ado, let's watch our 5 minutes of Until Then, and then we will be back on the other side of that with trying to decide if we're going to do our announcements or if we will do unboxings then. So while you're watching this video, consider, what would you rather watch next? Our unboxings or more announcements? Because I have a feeling maybe we're announcing you out. Eventually, we'll get past this season of a bazillion announcements, I promise. But for now, unfortunately, we are just kind of in that part of our lives. So we do with it what we can, and cool. With that, we're going to enjoy a quick look at the first 5 minutes of the demo for Demondays from last week for Until Then. We also had one this morning drop on Pacific Drive, so enjoy this quick look into this Let's Play. A little bit about what you're about to see. This is a demo. This is something new that we're It is Future Nate here telling you a little bit about what you're about to see. This is a demo. This is something new that we're trying. So in addition to what we're going to be doing normally here on Crit Point of just posting a contiguous Let's Play like we're doing with Omori currently if you're watching at the time of release, we also want to do a thing that we used to do called Mondays over on our stream on Checkpoint Church. And so we play demos every Monday, and we started doing that because of Next Fest, which is a cool thing that Steam does a couple times a year. And so this is one of the games from a January Next Fest that we did called Until Then. This has become one of my favorite games of all time since actually playing it myself with our Button Bash Brigade video game club at Checkpoint. But this is whenever I knew nothing about it and was just going to play the first 30 minutes of the demo. That's our usual rule, is we play about 30 minutes of a game. And that's what you're going to be seeing. A quick note, and the reason that I'm making this little forward is to let you know that we had some OBS issues at the beginning of this video. So you are going to notice some like weird glitches. I'm going to be freaking out about it for a little bit, but it only takes a couple of minutes for that to settle itself out. And then the rest of the demo Let's Play is perfectly fine. So let me know what you thought about this game, if this was enough to entice you into playing it as well, or if you're just a big fan of Until Then and want to watch us play the whole thing. Look, I loved this game. I would be totally down to play it again. Let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Enjoy. We're playing Until Then first. I love Life is Strange. I love walking sims. I love emotional games. I love all that stuff, and this is one of them, and the art is gorge. So, gotta know more about it. Don't know if, let's see if there's controls. Is there controller support? It does not appear so. We got a Wasta space game. Should be a good time. Are you guys excited? I'm so excited. I love video games, and I love demos, and I'm here for it. And I'm here for you. And it's loud. And it's real loud. Oh, and it's not. Uh-oh. Oh, no. She was missing that night. We looked everywhere, searched everywhere, shouted her name everywhere. Yet not a single trace of her, not even a trail. Shadow. Ghost. It's been a long time since it rained like this. I love the touch of raindrops sliding down my face. It's so loud. It's so unbearably loud. It just won't stop. I love the touch of raindrops. I never knew what she meant by that, but I'm content. The night sky was shouting her name. The heavy rain tells me you are there, but at the same time, you are nowhere. This is emotional. It is visible, but for some reason it went judgmental. A million cries and hours have passed. I finally surrendered at last. I ran as far as I could, like she told me I should. It's a poem. Until eventually, I found myself missing. Oh no. Within me, I looked everywhere, searched everywhere, shouted my name everywhere, yet not a single trace of me. It felt like the world had ended. I'm going to look at this screen because it's got a lot of reading. But a part of me wants to believe that the world hasn't ended yet. An emotional start to a game. Wrenching, really. Now we're getting started. Look at this art. Look at the art. Wake up. Wake up. Why is it lagging, dude? What's the deal? What's going on? What's the matter? It's for some reason not wanting to play ball. Start. Wake up. Yeah, see, it's like it's not moving. It should be moving right now. No. Why? Okay, he's mad. I wish you could see him. I wish you could see how mad he is. I would love for the game to work, dude. Why? This is very frustrating. This is a bad start. This is a bad start. I'm happy to hit the alarm 20 times if it'll just work. Sorry about the awful delay. It is not the gameplay. I am looking at it. It is indeed not the gameplay. Maybe you're not seeing it. Maybe it's just an OBS that it's messing up. I love the art so much. I love this character. It's like, it looks so chuggy. I hate to stop it literally as the game is about to actually start playing. But that is the way that the cookie crumbles. That is indeed the way that stream went. Fantastic game. Really bad start to a game because of the fact that my computer decided to nope out of that one. It is what it is, and you can do what you can do. But that is certainly what happened to us during that time. So there you go. That is our all of our one-stop pop-up announcements for this week. Except, of course, for the two that we are about to add on for our announcements. Except we might actually push those into next week because we gotta edit this together still. We shall see. We shall see. So no votes on whether or not to do announcements or unboxings yet. So I think I'm going to do unboxings and take a pause from our myriad, our smorgasbord of announcements in a row. We're going to go into a different segment and unbox some things. So that means I am going to turn back on Spoofy so we can hear some more music. I like hearing music in the background. It comforts me. That does mean that I'm going to have to figure out one way or another how to get this camera to work. And hopefully it just works like a glove. Fits like a glove. Or we could do Displate first. Do y'all know what Displate is? Displate is a company that makes giant metal posters. And we have a membership with them, so we get 4 posters every year for the price of the membership. And they're huge. They're so big. So we're going to see which 4 we got this time. I already know, but I'm going to reveal to you all and also see how they look. Okay. If you're not sure where these are at Checkpoint, if you watch our nerdy sermons, they're always in the background. All right. The grand reveal of our first Displate for 2025. Here we go. It's Kirby with the little Kokoro, Totoro, every other row in anime that has had the leaf. So there you go. I don't know if it's going to focus really well. We have to get closer. You can get the idea. It's still wrapped in its plastic shrink wrap, but it's super cute. I think it came together so good. We don't have a Kirby. Or we didn't have a Kirby, but now we do. Come on. Oh my goodness. They make these things a perfect fit into the sleeves. So if you put them in at even a slight angle, it's impossible. All right, let's look at number 2. Our second new Displate of 2025 is maybe Stardew Valley. Stardew, and you have some mail to check. Isn't that fun? Trying to get not the ring lights on it. So there you go. Stardew in a little painted art style. This one, I honestly have 7 of these that I wanted, and that was the one that I eventually landed on. They all looked good. There's not a bad Stardew artist on Displate. All right, next up, 3 out of 4. Okay. Third up, this one is not everybody's favorite game, but I super enjoyed this game. Samurai, welcome to Night City. This is Cyberpunk 2077. This is the band that Johnny is a part of, Keanu Reeves. So we have a city to burn. Pretty rad, pretty cool poster. I figure we play, we do nerdy sermons every now and again on AAA titles, and I don't really have much to show in the background. So now we have one. I guess we have this and Fallout. Those two kind of go together. The Western RPG. Ah! All right, last but certainly not least, the final display of 2025 is grand reveal. Life is Strange. We've got the butterfly effect. Love that blue butterfly. Ominous, mysterious. It does have the Life is Strange logo at the bottom. Chloe. Who knows what's going to happen to Chloe? So there you go. That is our 4 displays for 2025 that you will see starting to get into the rotation in the background. We love them. 2 thumbs up. They look fantastic. Get rid of that. Be gone. It did almost knock over everything. It did almost knock over everything that I own, which would have been not great. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. We're going to try to do Manga Spice Cafe. We're going to hope and pray for the best here. Ow! Okay. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Oh no! Can I reverse it? Can I shimmy shimmy a, shimmy yo, shimmy ya? It makes me nervy. Makes me very nervy. It's a little too tall. Ah! It attacked me. Okay, it may have to rest on this. Ah, no, don't go away. I need you back. Let's see, can I, like, do that? Might have to move my coffee. Truly devastating. Ah! It's too close. Needed just a smidgen this away. Now that's kind of in my way. Man. I need to get this thing on a crane. Or they have this thing on Amazon that's like a overhead mount. That's what I really need. What I really need is more tech. Okay. Let's see how that looks, yeah? It is a little bit. You're still going to be able to see a little tootsie here. Oh, why is it further back? Yeah. That'll do fine, pig. Cool. All right. Well, then we have our Manga Spice Cafe. It's going to be tricky to open. But it does exist, and the camera works, and fingies are there, and shadow is there. We've got all the stuff. I don't have a knife. I've got to go get a knife. I'll be right back. All right, knife has been procured. So we're going to be unboxing the Manga Spice Cafe. For those of you that have never heard of Manga Spice Cafe, that is a subscription box that delivers to your door 3 manga every single month. We're going to be unboxing 2 today, which is pretty wild, but it is what it is. I happen to get 2 of them very close in proximity, so I don't know if I'll put them in the same video, so I'm going to try and do them so that they are like enough different, but people... The shrewd watchers will notice that I'm wearing the exact same outfit in both videos. I guess I could change outfits. That'd be sly. So I believe this is the November box, but it could be the December box. I just can never remember with these things. But this is going to be a subscription box of 3 different manga as well as some Eastern snacks. They do not sponsor me, but they could. Manga Spice Cafe, if you'd quit playing games of my heart, you could sponsor this, and we would welcome it. We'd welcome it. All right, let's get into it. See what's inside of this bad boy this month. Ooh, without knocking down everything, please. Shonen Wanted. Cool. All right, so as always, it's themed after a maid cafe, and so this is our maid cafe girl. I don't really like how it's showing my belly. Don't want my belly on screen, thank you. Zoom in just a smidgen. Okay. All right, so we have our Manga Spice Cafe girl here. We're going to read and see if there's any information we should know about this month in particular. Let's see. I am Maid Yuki-chan. Get ready to set sail on a thrilling new adventure. I have packed an exciting box for you this month. Stop. Inside, you'll find sweet treats, a savory instant noodle, a tangy drink, and brand new shonen and game-related manga. I hope you enjoy every bite, sip, and page. Rock on. Let's see what we got inside this bad boy without further spoilers. So we start out, we've got this One Piece themed snack, which is very fun. It looks like some kind of, maybe like a jelly snack. We'll find out soon. We have, of course, the corn stick that they love to give out. Lots of Doraemon corn sticks. They're always very tasty. We got Chester Cheeto with some Ultraman on it. Don't know what that's about, but we'll find out. It looks like Big Soup. Big Soup, Big Taste. Big Soup. Big Soup is almost bad. I got to eat Big Soup so soon. I got to eat Big Soup so fast. I'm going to have to eat this Big Soup. This is artificial beef flavored in golden soup. Big Soup with Big Taste. And I got to eat it sooner than soon. We're going to set that one aside. We got another Doraemon snack, this time with Wukong on the front. That's fun. All right, and we have some kind of strawberry pastry, which will no doubt be amazing. Oh, this is very heavy. Oh, this has to be frozen. Okay, so we won't be eating this, but it does appear to be like peach cheese. A peach cheese flavored Freezy Pop. So I will put that in the freezer and maybe try that on my Instagram, NerdPastorNate. I'll try and remember to put that on my story. It looks like we have some tasting noodles. I love that they're just straight up unlabeled. That's wild. But these are probably just tasting ramen noodles. We've got some iced lemon tea. I've gotten this enough times from them that I know it's just always a solid pick. And then salt and seaweed. Salt and seaweed, like fry chips, potato chips, crisps, whatever you want to call them. All right, let's see what shonen. I already see the top shonen, and I'm very excited about it. But we're going to pull them out and show them to you one at a time so that you can see what we got. As always, every Manga Spice Cafe box comes with 10 points. If you accumulate enough points and fill out the sheet and mail it to them, they will give you a free box. So I've gotten well over a year's worth of these at this point, and I need to just send them in and give y'all some free boxes. All right, let's go into it. First Manga Spice Cafe box is Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated. This is by Katsura Issei with art by Takumi Yokota. And let's read a little bit about it. Destroy all humans. They can't be regenerated. It's the 90s for Tokiwaga Middle School. And for gamers like Hajime Kano, after the release of Magic the Gathering, nothing will ever be the same again. In everything he does, it seems like geeky Tokiwaga Middle School student Hajime Kano comes in second place behind popular honor student Emi Sawatari. But soon, Hajime takes a trip to a new game store he's been hearing about. Their rivalry takes an unexpected turn. Welcome to the early years of Magic the Gathering, when a trading card game shaped a generation forever. That's pretty crazy. Wizards of the Coast made a manga? Neat. It is rated OT, older teen. Fans of the Barnes & Noble will notice that this bad boy's wrapped in shrink wrap, which I can't believe Magic the Gathering would go there. I can't imagine that they would be like, yeah, we want ours shrink wrapped for our first foray into manga. But alas, it is. So I'm not going to show this one to the screen for fear of being demonetized here. But camera's fine. Camera's fine. We're fine. But still, this looks super fun. I'm super excited for it. I love Magic. I love gaming. I love card games. I think this is going to be like a Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it feels like Yu-Gi-Oh! So there you go. That's our first one, and it is worth $15. Holy smokes. That is a pricey manga. Very much worth it for our first one. All right, second up, we have Wanted, Ichiro Oda before One Piece by, of course, Ichiro Oda. Let's give it a read. Stand perfect. See another version of Luffy in the original short story that launched a legend. The creator of One Piece presents this unique collection of his earliest works. From Western to fantasy to ghost story, his special volume has it all, including Romance Dawn, the one-shot that would become the international mega hit, One Piece. Cool. Yeah, I like Ichiro Oda. I have Akira Toriyama Theater, and I think that one was a little bit more exciting, but if I'm going to be getting a, like, spin-off manga, this is one that I would want. Nice. I like it. Thumbs up. How much was that one? Probably 10. 11, $12. All right, so we have a $12 manga, a $15 manga. We're already up to 27. That's pretty crazy. Hey, thank you for that follow, Adrian. Appreciate you. And last but not least, this is the one that I did see. I've been reading this one in the Shonen Jump Plus app. I'm obsessed with it. Kagurabachi by Takuro Hokuzono. And we're going to read a little bit about this one. I highly recommend it. I have enjoyed this one so much in what I've read. Chihiro Rokuhara's father, Kunoshige, is the most famous swordsmith in the land. Thanks to his 6 enchanted blades, the war that has been gripping the nation ends and peaceful days follow. After the war, he retrieves all 6 blades and hides them in the cellar of his workshop. But sorcerers raid his home and leave Kunoshige dead in front of Chihiro. Many years later, Chihiro wields Kunoshige's 7th and final enchanted blade on a mission to retrieve the stolen swords. As a young boy, Chihiro trains every day under his father to become a swordsmith. Although different in temperament, the two spend peaceful days laughing and working together. But one day, tragedy strikes. Now, Chihiro burns with hatred and sets out to exact revenge. Following clues left behind by a ruthless Yakuza organization, Chihiro confronts Hishaku, a deadly group of sorcerers that may be behind his father's murder. Very cool. Yes, these are indeed manga. This is Manga Spice Cafe, a subscription box that gives you 3 manga as well as some Eastern snacks. Non-sponsored, but I love them anyway. And that's also a $12 box. So we are up to $39, which means this one is already leveling out our price. So the manga that we got in the subscription box plus the snacks, well worth the price as of this time. So 2 thumbs ups here. I love manga. So I started with manga. I started with Shonen Jump. I would get them at the Food Lion, believe it or not, here at a grocery store in North Carolina. They had it in the magazine section. And I got them from the Food Lion so often that my parents were like, let's just do a subscription so that you can get them delivered to the house every month. And I got them delivered to my house for years. I still have my whole collection. And it was what got me into anime, actually. I started with manga and then started watching some of the like Adult Swim kind of anime, like the Fullmetal Alchemist and that kind of stuff. And then eventually just got into all of it. So I am well versed in the world of manga, and I loved it. This is a great selection. I am totally on board. I do hate that I've already read this one, but if I hadn't read this one, the fact that I now own the first volume, I would have ordered it anyway. Seriously love this manga. It's so very, very good. As far as the world of like action manga go, really, really, really very good. I'm super curious about this one. We'll see where it goes. That's probably the one I'll read first, and then Ichiro Oda. I mean, it's gonna be great. A little selection of the original stories. The one that honestly surprised me the most. I don't super love Chainsaw Man. I'm okay with Chainsaw Man, but Chainsaw Man, the mangaka's like previous work, especially like Goodbye Emi or Eri, so good, like absolutely phenomenal. Much better than Chainsaw Man. And I enjoy Chainsaw Man, but the Goodbye Eri one was peak as the youth do say. All right, let's try some of these snacks. So I like to go savory to sweet, but I'm going to go ahead and read our little magazine to make sure that I know what I'm getting myself into here. Ooh, nobody has Kagurabachi yet as an anime. We shall see. All right, we have some treats from China this time. The peach and cheese is from China. The Dalian cake, the strawberry filling one. Steak flavored Cheetos. We got the corn cheese roll. It is indeed a gummy from One Piece. I don't super love the taste of seaweed, but I'll give it a try anyway. Cool. We got some good stuff to try. So I like to go savory to sweet. So we're going to do our seaweed. We're going to do our snacking ramen. We're going to do our cheese puffs. And we're going to do our Cheetos. Lots of savory this month. Lots of savory. Before we do anything, of course, we need an amuse-bouche. So I'm going to be getting my amuse-bouche here, which is my irreplaceable taste of lemon tea, which really isn't very good for very long either. All these things are going bad pretty soon. All right? Itadakimasu. Kanpai, I suppose, with drinks. Okay, let's get into it. Start with the Cheeto. Steak-flavored Cheeto with Ultraman on it. Give it an old college try. So fun fact, all of these have to be air flighted in. And so since they are air flighted, the bags are always super difficult to get open because they have to be super thick so that they will ship well in an airplane. All right. Give them a try. It's like a barbecue chip. It's like a barbecue chip flavored Cheeto. I don't really like how pale it is. I definitely taste a lot of onion. If you're a fan of oniony things, there's a strong onion flavor to this one. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good Cheeto. Not bad at all. All right. Next up, let's try the salt and seaweed. All right, salt and seaweed flavored chips. Sure enough, they just look like potato sticks. If you like the potato sticks. It's just not my flavor. I really don't like salt or seaweed. Those are kind of like two of my least favorite flavorings. Yeah. I mean, it tastes exactly like it. It's just not something that I want. Not bad at all. All right. Let's do our cheese stick. Teriyaki flavored this time. Love a good umami flavoring. Cheese stick. Oh, that's so good. Oh, man. If I did not have another box to open after this. Wow. Wow. All right. This one has Wukong on the front. It looks to be like a cheese flavored one, maybe. There's a little cheese. Little monkey holding a cheese there. Yep. Now that tastes like a Cheeto. That tastes like a big old cheese puff. One giant cheese puff. Pretty good. Pretty good, though. Pretty delicious. All right, last savory is going to be our snacking ramen here. Give it the old college try. A little handful. Maybe. Start. There we go. That's a little bit bigger chunk there. It's just kind of like a soy sauce flavor. Yeah, just soy sauce. I don't think there's any particular flavoring in that one, but pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Only 2 sweets this time. We've got the one-piece gummy. We've got the strawberry cake. We're going to start with strawberry cake and then do the gummy. First, we need the amuse-bouche, of course. Actually, maybe we won't. I think this is expired. I mean, I could be wrong, but it definitely says 2024. I mean, correct me if I'm mistaken, but that is 2024-7/5. So I'm going to say that this is probably expired. We're not going to try that. I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. We'll just do the gummy, which is indeed in date. Ah, super cute. It's a Gum Gum Fist. We got a Gum Gum Fist and then the Star of David. What? Why? Why the star? What's the point of the star? Okay. Do what you got to do, I guess. That's a super fun gummy. It's like almost transparent. All right. Gum gum. Gumu gumu no. It's actually kind of difficult to get out. That is a substantial gummy. That bad boy is like taped in here. It's like super glued. Now I could use that as a mold if I wanted to. Here we go. It's a one punch. It's a gumu gumu no. Smells like grape. Smells delicious. Gum Gum Barrel, or whatever the long one is. Very nice. Pistol. Oh, I love it. I still don't know what the deal is with the Star of David. But, you know, we'll do it anyway. Yummy. That was the perfect amuse-bouche to get all the other food out of my mouth. Okay, I mean, there you go. So this is, what month was this? Did we find out? I think this was the December one. I think this was December. It might have been November. We'll know here in just a moment. But all in all, y'all, I mean, look, like $39 worth of manga for a box that costs $35, plus shipping and handling goes up to $43, plus all of the snacks. Like you don't get much better than that. It's a win-win-win. And except for Kagurabachi, which I would have bought anyway, I've not read the other two. So super excited for that. Super excited to get into them. All I got to do is finish Cosmonites, and then I'll get into these next. So very exciting, very cool. Love Manga Spice Cafe, who could be a sponsor if you quit playing. All right. We got another Manga Spice Cafe. We got to get into the next one. Not crazy on that snack selection. It was all right. It was all right. The snack ramen was pretty good. And that teriyaki flavored corn puff was amazing. All right. On to the next box, which is either the December box or the January box. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll find out together, you and I. Chat and I. Try and do it without knocking over the camera, which the camera just seems determined to fall over. Okay, yeah, so that was definitely the November box. This is the December box because we got a Christmas tree. If we have a Christmas tree, then obviously we've got December box. So this is the December box. As you can tell, we've got our Maid Cafe girl. This is modeled after a Maid Cafe. And so, of course, we've got our Manga Spice Maid there on the front. We're going to read and see what this one is about. My name is Maid Cory-chan. I've been busy putting together this special box for you at Manga Spice Cafe. This month, we're celebrating Xmas with a new theme, Gods vs. Idols, featuring a mix of fantasy and romance manga from new and well-known creators. I've also packed instant noodles, fun and tasty snacks, and a drink. Happy holidays. Very fun. All right, without spoiling anything, let's get in and see what we've got this time. All right. As usual, we have our little corn puff, except this one actually kind of looks like a churro, maybe a little bit. I'm not quite sure. It's definitely different than what we usually get. Some kind of a giant Kit Kat Nestle cake wafer bar. We have tattoos, cheddar chips, Doritos, basically. Instant noodles this time are going to be the vegetable flavor. Not big noodles, not big taste this time. Not this go around. All right, we have delicious honey, maybe? Is it like honey wafers? I'm going to guess that's honey and not cheese, but it might be. We already see one of our manga there. We'll find out more about that one in a moment. We have a dewberry, blueberries, and cream. I never really like these, but I'll give it a try. Caramel corn. I do love some caramel corn flavored stuff, so that should be wonderful. And then our drink for this month is Milky's original flavor, milk and yogurt cinema roll. Should be delightful. I like cinnamon. I've never had it in a drink, but you know, I'll try it. Try anything once. All right, so that is all of our snacks. With that, let's get into our manga. As always, the Manga Spy subscription box comes with 10 points. You can get your 10 points, put them all together for the year, and send them in, and you'll get a free box, I believe. All right. First up, our first manga is a story by One. Hey, rock on. I was just talking about One Punch Man. That's very fun. All right, so we've got a manga by One called Versus, with manga by Kyotaro Azuma and organized by Woes. Let's read a little bit about this one. Best-selling author One, creator of the hit series One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100, returns with a genre-hopping fantastical adventure. Centuries ago, humanity's natural enemy, the demons, invaded the world, driving humans to the brink of destruction. In desperation, the strongest warriors were gathered from around the world to undertake a last-ditch effort to save humanity. These heroes swear to defeat the great Demon King and his generals and win back humanity's freedom, but they have no idea the desperate measures that this campaign will drive them to embrace, and just who and what else they may have to battle in the process. Cool! $14. $14 for a manga by One. I will take it. Always love the art and the stories that he's able to put together. All right. Next up, we have After God by Sumi Ino. After God by Sumi Ino. Let's read a little bit about this one. Japan has been invaded by gods, and they've left nothing but death and destruction in their wake. With entire cities now classified as uninhabitable danger zones, researcher Sachiyuki Tokunaga is determined to find a way to take down the gods and save humanity. But when chance leads him to high schooler Waka Kamakura, the two may just end up changing the fate of the world forever. Desperate for answers about her friend's disappearance, Waka breaches the Tokyo danger zone in search of clues. Instead, she finds Tokunaga a research with the anti-god Scientific Research Institute. While Waka tries to decide if she should trust Tokunaga, he quickly realizes Waka is hiding a dangerous secret of her own, one that may just be the key to killing all the gods once and for all. Cool. Sounds good enough. A $15 one. We got a $14 and a $15, so we're already up to $29 once again for this month's box. All right, and then the last one is Timon's B-side, maybe? Tamon's B-side? I don't know, but it looks like a K-pop singer. Story and art by Yuki Shiwasu. Let's find out what this one is about. This is definitely our shoujo one. High schooler Utage Kinoshita works part-time as a housekeeper so she can afford her fangirl obsession with Timon Fukuhara, her favorite band member of boy band Face. When work serendipitously sends her to the home of her idol, she discovers that the real Timon couldn't be more different from his wild and sexy onstage persona. Timon is an insecure mess in real life, and what's worse, he's threatening to quit. Utage refuses to let anyone stand in Timon's way, least of all himself. What's a fangirl to do but roll up her sleeves and support her favorite singer with everything she's got? $10. $10 for Shoujo Beat, so we're up to $39 once again. Once again, we've got a 2 thumbs ups price, Manga Spice Cafe, November's box and now December's box. Absolutely killing it. We love to see it. All right. Let's give a quick dive into the a quick dive into our magazine. See if there's anything we need to know about any of these. It is funny to see one paired up with Shoujo Beat, but you know, the B-side is getting an anime. Can't tell if Versus is getting an anime. Can't tell about the Eno one either. Let's see. Some of our treats for this one come from the Philippines. Crunchy cheesy cheddar tattoos. Thailand is the shortbread cookies. China is the Nestle lychee rose oolong tea wafer. That's so many things. Not a big fan of oolong tea. I like it okay, but not a lot. Vegetable flavor Indomie is the ramen noodles. Interesting. So we got an Indonesian flavor instant noodle this time. Korea is the Pororo Blue Penguin churro, as well as the milky soda. And Japan is the puffcorn snack, the caramels. Can't tell if the other one is honey or caramel yet. We'll see. Fun. All right, let's get these a try. Hopefully Versus is done by Madhouse, just like Mob Psycho. Yeah, I mean, look. If it ever gets an anime, I think that at this point people know how much of a cultural impact One has had on anime, and they're not gonna halfway do any of it. Ow! They have, I feel like, I mean, a lot of people think that Mob Psycho is like one of the best anime ever made. It's hard to deny how much One Punch has been like hilariously a cultural icon. So I don't think they're going to let anything slide. All right, Kampai, we're going to try our Milkies here. Enjoy. I don't taste the cinnamon at all. It just kind of tastes like a ramen. Kind of just tastes like a ramen. Did I shake it? I didn't shake it. Did it say to shake it? I don't know if it said to shake it. It's a cream soda. I don't think you have to shake a cream soda. If all the cinnamon's at the bottom, I'm going to be so sad. I'd be so sad. I guess I could stir it with a chopstick. They're in here somewhere. Let's stir it with a chopstick just to see. I can't imagine them putting anything in a cream soda, but maybe they did. Give it the old stir. I didn't consider that stirring a cream soda is going to make it go everywhere. So, you know. Thanks for that, Wizen. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate that a ton. It's so fizzy. And it still tastes nothing like cinnamon. All right, I'm going to go get some paper towels really quickly. I didn't even stir it that vigorously. The show must go on. The show must go on with this sticky mess. Okay. I think we got it all. I think we're okay. All right. I got a little lightheaded from that, but that's fine. I did not think about the fact that I've been standing for like an hour and then you stand for an hour and then you quickly lean over. Not a good idea. It is exactly 0% more cinnamony, Wizen. But it has been stirred now. It has indeed been stirred. Okay, let's get into some of our snacks. So I like to go savory to sweet, so we're going to start with our savory ones, of course, which really, there's only one. Because, I mean, technically caramel, I would consider sweet. The honey one, I don't know what it is yet, so I guess let's try the honey one. Because worst case scenario, it's a sweet one, and we just go ahead and transition into our sweet snacks. But either way, we got to try our tattoos first. Oh, that is an interesting smell. It really smacks you in the face. Oh, they're tiny Doritos. They're little babies. What is this? What is this, a Dorito for ants? Those are okay. Those are okay at best. I give them a 3 out of 10. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not for me. Too cheesy. Too powdery. It's as if you spilled the Kraft mac and cheese powder on Doritos. All right, these are almost certainly caramel. Almost certainly caramel corn. So we have 2 different kinds of caramel corn. Oh, that's so good. That's really good caramel corn. Oh, that's banging. Wow, that's good. It's like crunchy caramel corn. That's like what you get at the fair. Wow. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, no notes. Exceptional. Let's try the other caramel corn. I actually feel like we've gotten these before. They're like the moon-shaped ones. No! No! Who would do this? Who would do this? Look at this. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Can you get it to focus? Caramel corn soda. Who would do that? Who would make soda flavored anything? First off, soda chip. That smacked me in the face. It tastes just like a soda. It's like fizzy. Ugh. Nasty. I guess it was meant to go with the soda, cream soda, maybe. Gross. Not for me. Thanks. Bye. All right, let's try the dewberry. Dewberry, blueberries, and cream. I never really like these very much. That's why I kind of want to start with it. Dewberry. Dewberry. It started off good, but then it quickly took a turn. It tastes kind of like a blueberry pie, but the blueberry is just so thick. All right. So this is the strawberry oolong tea flavored rose cake. It's like 17 flavors in one. They got a little happy with the flavor machine. So we'll give it a try. The tea flavor is really strong. I maybe got like a hint of rose at the very end. No strawberry, but very strong tea. So that is basically like solid tea. Nice. Not too bad. I like tea, so that's fine. I don't really like oolong tea that much, but yeah, pretty good. Okay. Churro. Churro time. I think this one said Indonesia. Maybe. All right. Churro. Looks like a churro. No. That's okay. That's okay, but I think they made it a little too like rigid. Yeah. A little too rigid, not for me. Not for me. Not the best churro. So not the best snacks in the December box. I liked the November box a bit more, but I really liked that caramel corn. So that caramel corn about made up for all of them. But all things considered, this Manga Spice Cafe box has 3 manga that I have not read. One that I didn't even know was from an author that I love, mangaka that I love. And all told, it's $39 worth of manga. With shipping and handling, this box is $43. So $4 worth of snacks, if you can consider that, but it was definitely more than that. So totally worth it. Totally worth it. Best experience also. The experience is worth $4. So there you go. This one is totally worth it, and I'm excited to read these and let you know what I think about them. As always with Manga Spice... As always with Manga Spice Cafe boxes, if you'd like to see my thoughts on these manga as I read them, you can follow me on Storygraph, NerdPastorNate, and see whenever I am reading them and my thoughts on them. Fair warning, I am crueler on manga than I am on just about any other book. So if I'm going to give a book a like 2 or 3 stars, it's going to be a manga. So that is just the way the cookies crumble. For some reason, I am harsh whenever it comes to manga. No real reason for that. It just is the way it has always landed. Okay. I think that's all for the Manga Scribe. I am like floundering. that is all for the Manga Spice Cafe subscription box. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're over on Twitch or on YouTube, say hi to our post-YouTube viewers. I guess that doesn't sound right, does it? If you're on Twitch, say hi to YouTube because we're going to be posting this on YouTube edited later. And with that, we're going to wrap this up with our 3 things that we believe true about every single one of you out there. Whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, go to church, don't go to church, hate God or hate church, we still believe these 3 things to be true about you. Number 1, God loves you, like really, really loves you. Number 2, we love you, we want community with you. That's what we're doing here. And number 3, that you, yes, you matter. You are a person of sacred worth. The world's a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, with that, until the next time that I see you, I look forward to seeing you then. Whether that's for another Manga Spice Cafe, whether that's for another Manga Spice Cafe box or for another video we put on here or for one of our streams, I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye! Whew, the rambling. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Find the mouse. It's got to be around here somewhere. Stop that. Stop that. Oh my goodness. That soda really threw me off. I feel like it is still not quite clean. It's going to be sticky forever. It's going to be so sticky. I wiped it with a Lysol wipe thinking that would surely fix the problem, but I'm not sure. Okay. Let me get cleaned up. I'll turn up or actually, I guess I could just throw you guys to a video of some sort. What's a good video to watch? Maybe what about today's Pacific Drive Let's Play? Let's throw you to that while I get cleaned up over here. So I will be back in like 5-ish minutes. See you then. Pacific Drive. Have you heard about... Maybe. Pacific Drive. Have you heard about Pacific Drive? This is a car survival game, I think, in which you are going around some kind of post-apocalypse. All right, it doesn't like that, so we're going to try again. I swear all I want to do is clean up. Come on now. Media source. Okay. Properties. LPs. Pacific Drive. Have you heard about Pacific that is it. Drive? This Great. Is Enjoy. A car survival game, I think, in which you are going around some kind of post-apocalyptic world and driving in my car, driving very far, driving in the seat of my car. I'm driving super far. Thank you for playing this preview of Pacific Drive. This demo is the introduction to the game and the first story mission. Save game data from this preview will not be compatible with the release version. We appreciate your interest in the game. We hope you enjoy this taste of the Olympic exclusion zone. Okay, can I play with controller? I sure hope I can play with controller. Memorable routes. Oh, there's so much to see. Start the game. Oh, I sure hope I can play with controller. Oh boy, we chugging. No, I think you're a person in the car. I wouldn't get too excited, Mayfly. In 1947, the Olympic Peninsula became the staging ground for promising new technology. As rumors of its utopian creation spread, so did stories about overnight evacuations, unsolved disappearances, and unnatural encounters. In 1955, the government walled off a section of the peninsula to establish the Olympic exclusion zone. The OEZ. For 30 years, the zone's borders grew until the government withdrew and sealed off every access point. Don't do it. Don't be very disappointed. What happened inside was never disclosed. Until today, when we released a video game about it. Knock first. There's so much. Stay on the roads. Yeah. Okay. The Olympic Peninsula, 1998. Driving. Oh, should we stop for our ads, viewers? We'll stop for our ads, viewers. Look around the car. I turn my wipers. lights on. Music slaps. I think you all are back. There a third-person view by any chance? Or is this just the view I get? In a world where you are the last car left on apocalyptic Earth. I just want Lightning McQueen to say something sarcastic about the end of the world, okay? And then the meteors were like ka-chow. Alright, that's my lights. Yep. Nice, nice. Well, I guess it is raining. Can I go a little slower? Do I have wiper settings? Whoa, 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 whoa! Forgot which one was my body and which one was the car. So a whole new turn on dual stick here. Am I going anywhere? Currently, I'm just driving. Driving some Muzak. Yikes! Yikes! In the zone. Ah! Don't hit the walls. Don't hit the walls! Weasel. We weasel through. Music is very emotional. Just hitting a little dirt. It's fine. Rain's really peppering now. Cute. Is there a third-person view? Can I please enter third-person view? Do I have to have this? Yikes, 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 yikes! So fast! I keep forgetting the right stick looks different places. Trees down. What's up? Can't stop me. Can't stop me because I have a car. What just happened there? Did the ground just reform from nothingness? Is that what just happened? What's happening right now? What's going on? What's that? Okay, that is about the first 5 minutes of Pacific Drive. If you want to see the rest, you can go to Crit Point, youtube.com/@CritPoint, and find out more about what we've got going on there. Or I think, let's see if I've got this set up. Heck yes, dude. !Point Crit Point on over on our Twitch stream. Perry asked over on the YouTube chat when we're going to be able to get Stream Elements commands working there. I'm sure it can't be that difficult. Can't be that difficult. So I will do all I can to figure it out. But it's just a list of things to do, you know? All right. Nora is going to be dropped off any second now. And so I'm going to wait just a minute or two before doing the... we got 2 ads. 2 big announcements to put together during this stream. And so before we get into those, we're just going to hang out for a second. Because, you know, we're going to hang out because we can. Because we got time to hang out. We need to wait on Nora because I don't want Nora to come in as soon as I get started. So it is what it is. We make it work. How we make it work. If you haven't yet checked out our Indiegogo campaign, be sure to do that. !Fund over on our Stream Elements. Or we'll be sharing it, spamming it out 1,000,000 times on every platform that we're on. This is going to last until the end of the month. So if you want to help us reach our goal of $10,000 raised for the next season of Nerdy Sermons, we need your help. and we hope you'll be able to help us get there. So far, let's see if we've moved the needle at all during this stream. I wouldn't bet on it. My bet would be correct. We are still 425. We're 4% of our goal. So we just launched yesterday, so that's still very much the beginning phases. But be sure that if you want to support this, if you want to create this next season of Nerdy Sermons with us, if you want to be put your name beside and sign alongside what we've been working on, then that is how you will be able to support us in that capacity. Be sure to do it. I might be able to do one ad. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush it. Let's see if we got something we can do. What have we got that we can do here? Did you answer one of our questions? It's been a while. So question from Conversation Starters is, are you easy or hard to please? Are you easy or hard to please? I think I'm both, which probably is the nuanced answer that everybody will offer. I think that in one sense, I have very low expectations of things in general. If I don't have my hands in it, I set the bar very low. It doesn't take a lot to impress me with food or with entertainment. I try to see the bright side of things. I'm going to sneeze. I try to see the bright side of things whenever I'm at places or experiencing things. On the other hand, thank you, TGC. On the other hand, I think that whenever it comes to professional things that I have my hand in, I have very high expectations of myself and of those around me that are working on projects with me. I think that is always something that has made me nervous about working with others, especially in like a professional setting, is that I push the bar pretty high. I don't like for things to not look excellent. I have a very high sense of polish and of my quality and the things that I can put out there. I think that I've really resonated a lot. I think I've told this a couple times at this point. I've resonated a lot recently with Hank Green's mentality on YouTube of getting a video 80% done, because I think that is something that I need to hear and use more often, because I am one who is very, very want to need things to be expertly polished, immaculately put together, and I want everything to be 100%. So I think I'm hard to please in that way. I require somebody with a really a high level of capability. Why is this thing still sticky? I've wiped you several times with a Lysol wipe. It must be my shoes that is sticky. What have you done, Wizen? Why did you do this to me? You've tortured me so. Yeah, it's got to be my shoe, because I can hear it. It's not on the mat, and it's still whack. I can tell you guys about Nine Souls. Nine Souls is my current addiction game. I am so in it. I'm in the end game. I'm almost done. I learned that in order to do a platinum run of it, you have to play the game a second time, and I'm not doing that because this game is so hard, and I can't. So I will not be platinuming it, but I will be doing everything else. I have 100%ed the game save for that one platinum. So I'm not somebody that's obsessed with platinuming anyway, but that just should show you how much I've enjoyed this game because of the fact that I have practically platinumed it. I don't do that with games, but I wanted to explore every nook and cranny. I wanted to unlock every upgrade and every dialogue and experience all of the lore. I'm so in it. An absolutely fantastic experience. I will say that I am not a lover of Hollow Knight. I did not get the hype. I never fell into it. I tried it. It was fun enough, but it was never what everybody like hyped it up to be. This is what I wanted Hollow Knight to be. So I think it's better than Hollow Knight. I think that people that are fans of Hollow Knight probably won't agree with me because of the fact that they are blinded by their bias at this point. But again, so am I, because I have a bias. I have a prejudice against, I suppose, Hollow Knight. So, you know how those things work. All right, I thought my wife would be here by now. Or no, she said she was leaving at 2:30, didn't she? Oh no. We're going to do an ad. Okay, I think she said she was leaving at 2:30, not arriving at 2:30. Okay. 2 big announcements today that we're going to go through really quickly, and I'm going to do them live with you here. I am going to turn on cam only so that I can make edits of these. So your chats, I can still see them. However, they just aren't going to be on the screen for this. We're also going to pause Spoofy to get a nice clean cut of these. Everybody say bye, Spoofy. And let me go pull up the scripts. Boom jams. Put it in the prompter. Start the prompter. Put the prompter up here. Okay. All right. The first announcement that I am very excited about to share with you is coming right now. Oh, there is my wife. Let me make sure she's not here. Ain't that the way it goes? Let's see if she's here. That is her. Enjoy some Bloopy Jams. Okay, perfect timing. We are back. I'm going to turn down the Bloopy Jams and pause the Bloopy Jams. And now we're going to get into the ads, into our announcement videos. Cool. All right. I think we've done it. Appreciate your patience today, folks, and appreciate you hanging out with us. And yeah, let's get right into this. Hey there, Checkpoint community. I have got some huge news for you today. The Weekend Geek Twig is officially returning for Season 5. That's right, Twig is back, and we are making some exciting changes to level up the experience for all of you. Let's talk about what is new. First off, Cryptic Critiques, everybody's favorite game, is going to be getting a big update. We are broadening its focus to include not just video games, but also movies, TV shows, other kinds of media. Plus, considering that Twig is a live show, we want to lean into that live energy a little bit better. Get ready for interactive straw polls, especially during Cryptic Critiques, so you can weigh in on the discussion in real time. We're also pressing the refresh button on At This Point in Nerd History, still bringing you the fun facts that you love, just streamlining it a little bit. We'll highlight the coolest moments without packing in every single event from that day. And that's not going to be all. This season, we are bringing in more updates about what's happening here at Checkpoint Church. But perhaps the most important shift is that we are becoming more intentional with our faith-forward perspective. We're still going to be covering geeky news and all the things that you know and love, but we're focusing more on what it means for us as people of faith. How can these stories inspire us to do good, to do no harm, to strive to grow as a community? That is the heart of what we're exploring this upcoming season. So mark your calendars. The Week in Geek Season 5 kicks off on Thursday, January 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. New time, new season, same nerdy fun, just with a deeper focus. Also, big announcement, we are moving from Twitch to YouTube. So if you are used to finding Twig over on your Twitch channel, we are moving entirely to YouTube. So be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel. That should be where you're watching this video. We are so excited to have you back with us for this next chapter. See you live on the 30th. Whew. Okay, so that is our first announcement. Woohoo! Twig returns. The next season of Twig is officially upon us. Very excited to see where this one goes and how we like it. We have a new team that's working on Twig. We have people that are getting behind this thing, that are putting their energy and their creativity into it. So I'm very excited to see what that brings in the new season, and hope that you're along for the ride. Let's get into our next announcement, which is the one I am perhaps the most excited about. That re-up it? It did. Nice. Okay. This is our next announcement that I am particularly excited about. Get ready for some big news about the future of our Twitch channel here and the stuff that we are doing on this channel. Nerds, geeks, and gamers, I want to share something that has been stirring in my spirit, a new direction for our community that we are calling the Pixel Pilgrimage. Spirit has been leading me to explore what it means to make a pilgrimage in our digital, nerdy age. Throughout Christian history, pilgrims have journeyed to places where heaven and earth seem to meet, seeking transformation. I believe we are still being called to journey, but now into digital spaces, places crafted by creative hands, formed in the image of God, or the Imago Dei. When we step into a game with spiritual intention, something changes. Just as pilgrims have long sought God on mountaintops or in holy lands, I believe we can encounter the divine in these digital creations. Now, I'm still learning what this means, but I know that these spaces can become like sacred labyrinths, inviting us to journey both inward to ourselves and outward into what God is doing in the world. What makes games unique for this journey is that we don't just read about or watch a story, we are stepping into it. We are embodied people bringing our full selves into these digital spaces. The game itself isn't necessarily holy code or something like that. It's our presence, our questions, our spiritual intention in the place that is opening the door to sacred encounters. Now, for starters, we're going to be crafting an approach. I'm going to start over with that one. As we get started, we are going to be experimenting with an approach for reflection. We're going to be centering everything around 4 questions. The first one, what do you notice? The second one, what do you avoid? The third one, what's missing? And the fourth one, what delights you? And the fourth one, what delights you? As we're playing through these games and experiencing these worlds, we're going to pause periodically and dive into these questions and ask ourselves, how can these simple questions guide us deeper into reflection and spiritual exploration in ourselves and the worlds that we are encountering? We're going to be starting this journey this week with Neva, exploring its story and spaces together. We're going to be sharing this experience as a community, but I know that each of us is going to have our own unique path with God through this. It is without the pilgrims, the people experiencing this, without you, there really is no pilgrimage. I'll be studying and learning more about pilgrimage traditions as we go, seeking to understand what exactly the Holy Spirit is leading us to in this direction. But this is going to be new territory for all of us. I'm excited to explore it together. This isn't some new way to play video games. It's an invitation to encounter God in unexpected places, to journey with intention, and to discover together what the Spirit might reveal. So, will you join me on this pilgrimage? There we go. That is our next big announcement that I have been super excited for, holding off on forever, and am super excited to finally have underway. So I hope that you will consider joining us. We're going to be starting these pilgrimages this week, actually. So we're gonna do an experimental run for this first game and really put it in a kind of a crunch time, playing it all over the span of a week in short hour and a half, 2 hour streams with lots of pauses throughout them. I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of thoughts of how this will work and in what ways this is going to work, but I wanted to reveal the image that we've got crafted for this first one, which is also going to be having the schedule. So there we go. There is our Neva pilgrimage. Again, starting this, I believe, Thursday, the 9th, and then Friday, the 10th, and then next Tuesday, the 14th. We're going to be going through seasons within the game. And so this game is broken up via season with several chapters included in each. And so on Thursday, we're going to start with summer, see how far we can get in the hour and a half, 2 hours that we have. I have a feeling we'll be able to complete that section during an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then on Friday, we're going to encounter fall together, experience what that has in store. And then on Tuesday, from what I understand, spring is very short. And so we're going to try and get through winter and spring all in one stream. If we need to push to another stream, then that's fine. We'll push to another stream. I'm not going to rush these things. I'm going to allow us time to experience the pilgrimage, to experience what we're doing in this space together. I got a lot of ideas for this. I've got a lot of thoughts of how this is going to go, what direction we're going to be taking this. We've been wrestling with it actually in level 2 for quite a while now. We've been talking about what does pilgrimage mean and why is this word triggering something within some of us and exciting something within others of us? What is the baggage that this word contains? And how can we adequately explore these things and acknowledge the divine within these things while also not throwing out the baby with the bathwater of tradition that has historically been a part of pilgrimages. And so this is something that, like I said, I'm going to be studying right alongside you. As we dive into these things together, not only are we going to be wrestling with the game, I'm personally going to be wrestling with whatever is convicting me in this moment with this Pixel Pilgrimage idea, because I can't get rid of it. It's stuck in my brain. I can't stop thinking about it. And so I want to experience what in the world is happening here. I think this is a different way for us to be on the internet, because the reality of Checkpoint Church is that our Twitch streams are suffering. They really haven't been the same in the past probably year. I think 2023 was probably our last year where we were really on Twitch. We were really active on Twitch. People were engaged and showing up and hanging out, and we had a presence and a rapport with other people. We were getting rated. We were rating other people. Like there was an audience that we had built over that time. And then in 2024, things just changed. And I don't know if that was Twitch changing. I don't know if that was us changing. But things did change for us on YouTube. And so we've kind of flipped the script on what we want to do in the spaces where we are. And for now, Twitch just isn't the place that we want to be doing random streams throughout the week. It didn't feel like an appropriate use of our time, of my energy. And so we're moving into a new era of a more intentional stream. And so we're not going to be doing pilgrimages every week. We're going to be doing pilgrimages at a time. And so maybe this one is super curious for you and you really want to make sure that you tune in for this pilgrimage. That's great. So you'll be a part of it. Maybe the next one sounds better to you and maybe you'll miss this one and you'll tune into the next one. Whatever it might be, and who knows when the next one will be. It could not be until February. It could be whenever I get back in January from San Francisco. Like, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know when we're going to do it. And that there's kind of a bliss in not knowing. To be honest, I think there is something really nice in the unawareness that we're currently finding ourselves in. So for now, I'm going to allow myself permission to experiment and explore and be creative with what we're doing here. And I'm excited to see where it ends up going. So I will put out that announcement video probably tomorrow and let people know that it's happening. Invited on Thursday for the stream where we'll start out in summer and see what we're able to get through during our playthrough of this game. You treat this how you want to. If I were watching this stream, what I would want to do is I'd want to have a notebook and I would want to take notes as they're coming down. Kind of an exercise of almost spiritual journaling. And maybe we will. Maybe we'll spiritually journal on stream. Maybe we'll take that back over into Discord. Maybe I'll just do that for the first time and see how I like it and recommend things based off of how we go through that. But I want us to take this seriously as a thing that we are journeying into. This is not meant to just be a Let's Play. If we post this on YouTube, it will probably go up on our Checkpoint Church channel and not our Crit Point channel, because I'm not going to be playing this game in a traditional sense of Let's Plays. I'm playing this in a spiritually intentional way. And so it wouldn't really work as a Let's Play. We're going to take pauses. We're going to take breaks. We're going to research. We're going to think about things. We'll probably look at some scripture as we wrestle with things as they come up. We're going to think through things as they happen, and see what we're able to come up with in the time and in the spirit and what's happening. Some live exegesis could be a fun thing for us to dive into. Admittedly, I am inspired by Prof. Noctis, for those of you that have been tuning into his lecture plays and the stuff that he's working on. I think that the level of research that he puts into the experiences that he makes, I think are exceptional. And I want to emulate in a way that feels natural to me and authentic to me. I'm not a scholar in that way, and so I'm not able to bring my scholastic professorial voice into things. But I am a spiritual leader, and I want to experiment in things as a pastor and see what we can do as a body being guided. And so what I will encourage you to do, if you want to go on this journey with us and take it very seriously and intentionally, I want you to really try to be at all of these. I know it's tough. 1 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe you're working. Maybe you're in school. I'll try and post the VODs as quickly as I can, but I really want you to be intentional about experiencing these and all of them. Go to the whole pilgrimage. Arrive at the end of the journey with us whenever we're done. Make it to the other side with us, and I think you'll have a better experience all around. So that's going to be my recommendation as we go into this. Nora brought me a Game Boy. It wasn't working, so I did old school. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I will say that I'm not going to be taking attendance, but I am going to have a thing that you can sign up for to get a little goodie, a little digital goodie with this pilgrimage. So if you're able to go on this pilgrimage with us, then I want you to let me know that you've been on the pilgrimage with us, and I want to give you a little something that I am working on as not so much an incentive, but more of like a certificate. Ooh, that sounds gross too. But kind of a certificate. The way I'm actually looking at it is it's a passport. You're going on pilgrimage with us, you're journeying with us, and so I want to give you a passport stamp of like, you went on the journey with us. You did the thing. You've been to the places we've been to. And take note of that. So that's my game plan. That's my goal. That's my aspiration. We'll see where it goes. Are there any questions? Anybody in the chat or hanging out with us? Do you have any questions? Give me a certificate. I mean, it is kind of, right? What is a passport stamp but a certificate? You know? All right, I guess before we go, let us, because we are about to wrap up stream. Before we go, let us check out one last check on our Indiegogo. Holy smokes, we have multiple new backers. We are up to 6%, $675 out of our $10,000 goal. We are almost up to our first real milestone of 10%, our first 1,000 raised. So thank you to our additional backers. We now have 4 tier 3 backers, 4 tier 2s, and 1 tier 1 backer. So woohoo! Good job. Good job, folks, stepping up into that. Remember to share this campaign. Let people in your family know about it. Tell them this is a thing that you believe in. This is something that is reaching 4.6 million nerds, geeks, and gamers in 2024 alone. Share the news, spread it out, tell people about the good work we've been doing. Send them, maybe don't send them the Has-Been Hotel video. Maybe send them the Pokemon Concierge one, depending on who you're sending it to. If you're sending it to your wonderful, wonderful gran, maybe send her Pokemon Concierge. If you're sending it to your rough and tumble, willing to be down with some adult cartoons, then send Has-Been Hotel. But probably for Gran, yeah. Probably send them. If they have a live, laugh, love sign in their home, probably Pokemon Concierge, yeah? Probably the best call. Probably not Dan to Dan. Probably not has been. I don't know. Maybe those. It'll show you that we're really talking about things that they have never heard of, which is pretty great. Pretty great. So do share that, and not the Live, Laugh, Love. I mean, look, I'm just calling it as I see it, okay? They would probably love Pokemon Concierge with that Live, Laugh, Love sign. It just makes sense. All right. Send them the Tears of the Kingdom video if they're a Zelda fan. Here's the reality, folks. We got 150 nerdy sermons. Go through each one and see if you can think of one and be like, hey, I remember my cousin talked about that game or show once. I should send them this nerdy sermon and say they're actually raising money right now to try and create more of these. Would you consider supporting on Indiegogo? That's an idea. That's big brain. That's five head right there. All right. So if you can think of your Zelda fan best friend from growing up, or your Pikmin fan cousin, uncle, nephew, niece, gran. I know grandmas that play RPGs. Send them an RPG one, you know? I guarantee you, between 150 videos, you can find one that a grandmother will love. Send them that video and let them know that this church needs help to make more of them. And then send them the Indiegogo link, and that'll surely work. Okay. We're going to wrap it up there, folks. We're going to end the stream. And this has been our kickoff. This has been the start to the week. We got some fun stuff happening this week. Of course, we have our lunch on Wednesday. So do be sure to tune in on Wednesday for our lunch. Tomorrow, we have a short going live over on Crit Point. We have a TikTok going live every weekday over on our Checkpoint channel and our TikTok channel and Instagram Reels. Trying to get better about posting things on Instagram. It's hard to post pictures, y'all. It takes so much time to do social media. I am not a social media person, and so it drives me bonkers, but I really do try my best to get things out there. One stop pop-up coming here in the next hour or so. An announcement for Pilgrimage coming out anytime now. Same for Twig. Actually, Twigs will probably be next Monday, but alas. We got lots of stuff going on all the time, and we're always looking forward to it. And then, of course, our Pilgrimage into Neva starting this Thursday. So you can't beat that. Level 2 has the debrief tomorrow, of course, at lunchtime. And I think that's about it. I think that's all we've got going on this week. And then, of course, Sunday, our DLC with Derek White. Do not miss it. No sign up for that, but you can go to the events tab under our Discord, especially Discord in the chat, or linked down below in YouTube if you are not already a part of our Discord. But be sure to go there, go to our events tab, click on that RSVP to let us know that you're coming. And that'll also remind you and let us know that it's okay to ping you whenever it comes to the actual event so that we can invite you to it and make sure that you know that it's happening. Because I know, look, calendars are hard. They're difficult. And remembering your schedule, especially on a Sunday night when you're thinking about Monday, I get it. So we want to make sure that we're doing all that we can to let you know that these things are happening. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all that I got. Folks, we're Checkpoint Church. We're a real-life church. I'm Nerd Pastor, a real-life pastor. And we believe three things here to be true about you. No matter whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, go to church, don't go to church, hate God, hate church, we still believe these three things to be true. Number one, that God loves you, like really, really loves you. Number two, we love you. We want community with you. That's what we're doing here. Number three, that you, yes, you matter. You are a person of sacred worth. The world is a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, with that, until the next time that I see you, whether it's right now over in our Discord or in the one-stop pop-up here in a little bit, or whether it is on our YouTube channel, or whether it's back here, same time, same place for our kickoff next week, I look forward to seeing you then. Until next time, do you want to say goodbye? Is that what you're doing? Want to say goodbye? All right, Nora's going to help me say goodbye. This is Nora. This is my oldest. And do you want to tell him God loves you? Say it. You say it in the microphone.
God loves you.
We love you. Say it.
We love you.
You matter.
You matter.
And then go, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See y'all around.